Hey everyone, welcome. So let's talk about AI. Ever feel like you're trying to conduct a really chaotic orchestra? You've got all these amazing AI services, but they're all playing their own tune. Well, in today's explainer, we're looking at an open source tool that basically hands you the conductor's baton. It's called NeuroNexus-ai, and it's designed to turn that chaos into a symphony.
You know the drill, right? Especially if you're a developer or a DevOps pro. You have one model doing summarization over here, another API for translation over there, and maybe some custom service running on a completely different server. It gets messy fast. You're constantly juggling, trying to monitor everything, scale things up or down, all while just trying to build your app. It's powerful stuff, but wow, is it complicated.
Okay, but what if you could stand in front of all those different services, like a conductor in front of an orchestra, and direct them all from one single spot? That's the whole idea here. It's time to meet the conductor. So let's pull back the curtain. The project we're talking about is NeuroNexus-ai. It was built from the ground up to solve this exact problem of orchestration. Let's just break that down for a sec. At its core, NeuroNexus-ai is an orchestrator. Its whole job is to manage and coordinate all your other services. It uses FastAPI for the backend APIs, which, if you know FastAPI, you know it's super fast and reliable. And then it pulls everything together into one clean dashboard using Streamlit, so you have a single place to see and control everything. So what does this conductor actually do for you? Well, for starters, it keeps an eye on everything with health checks, so you always know if a service is down. It lets you manage your whole fleet of servers from that one dashboard. Add new ones, get rid of old ones, test them out. You can even send out a request to all of them at once. But the real magic, I think, is this extensible system for plugins and workflows. It means you can easily bolt on new AI skills whenever you need to. All right, that all sounds great in theory, but let's dig in a little deeper. How do these features actually work, and what's ready to use, like right now? And this table here really lays it all out. Just look at that status column, the core stuff. The orchestration, the service management, and that super important unified API, it's all there. Check. Ready to go. Same with the plugin system. They're still polishing up the security with a full JWT authentication system, and that awesome one-click Docker deployment is on the roadmap. But the main functionality, it's ready for you to use.
Now this right here, this is the absolute game changer, the Unified Inference API. Just think about it for a minute. Normally, your main application needs to know the address for every single one of your AI services. With NeuroNexus, it only needs to know one address. You send your request to NeuroNexus, and it acts like a traffic cop, figuring out exactly which service needs to handle it. This just simplifies your whole setup like you wouldn't believe.
So how does this whole thing work, technically? Let's pop the hood and take a quick look at the architecture.
I love how this slide breaks it down. You've got two main parts. First, there's the FastAPI backend. That's your engine room. It's doing all the heavy lifting in the background, managing the APIs, the plugins, all the core logic. Then you have the Streamlit front end. That's your command center. It's the slick, interactive dashboard where you get to be the boss, controlling and monitoring everything. Okay, this sounds incredibly useful, right? But the next big question is always, is it a pain to set up? Because the best tools are the ones you can actually start using without a headache. Let's see what it takes.
And would you look at that? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Seriously, you just clone the repo from GitHub, then you run one Bootstrap script, which is super smart, by the way. It sets up everything you need automatically, and then you just run it. That's it. You can literally go from zero to having your own AI orchestration platform running in just a couple of minutes.
You know, a great open source project is never really done, is it? It's always evolving. So where is NeuroNexus-ai headed? Let's take a peek at the roadmap.
Looking ahead, the team's focusing on making deployment even easier with Docker support. They're also building a command line tool that will make creating your own plugins and workflows totally effortless. Of course, they're going to finish up that full authentication system to make it production ready. And, this is a big one, they're adding more example plugins, which is awesome for learning how things work and for getting the community involved.
So, after seeing how NeuroNexus-ai can take that whole complicated web of services and turn it into a perfectly tuned orchestra, the only question left is, are you ready to pick up the baton and start orchestrating your own AI universe? The project is open source and waiting for you on GitHub. Thanks for watching,